to the lack of transparency in their operations, the ongoings of the Thai military is something of a dark void to the general public. Last week, a video surfaced that many say illustrates just how far authorities would go to keep it that way.
ผมบอกคุณไว้ซะก่อนผมให้โอกาสคุณแค่ครั้งเดียวแล้วผมไม่พอใจมากกับคุณทำลายหน่วย
In the video, a general can be heard scolding and threatening an officer for trying to reveal an alleged corruption within the military.
ผมก็โทรไปอีกนะครับ
This, despite the fact that the officer went through the official channels set up by the military themselves to crack down on internal corruption. For deserting his post to file the complaint, the officer, Narongchai Intarakawi, currently faces military court and getting his ranks removed. Today, I chose to stand up and fight because I can no longer tolerate the oppression of my commanding officer. Soldiers have so much power. Isn't it time for a reform? He wrote on Facebook on Thursday, asking for the public to push back on the removal of his ranks. Here's what we know so far. In February, the Army launched a complaint hotline where soldiers can call in around the clock to report any abuses of power by their superiors. The complaints were promised to go straight through to Army Chief General Apirat Kongsompong, or Big Dang. However, those making reports are not allowed to be anonymous.
ช่องทางที่ผมเปิดนี้นะครับจะเป็นความลับที่สุดนะครับแต่ท่านจะต้องแสดงตัวตนนะฮะแสดงตัวตนว่าท่านเป็นใครอยู่หน่วยไหนนะครับและจะตรงมาที่ตัวผมเองนะครับ
And that was the problem. Official records show that at least 600 Army personnel filed complaints about malfeasance in the Army through the hotline. One of those who said they called to complain several times was Narongchai, a clerk at the Army Ordnance Department who reported fraud in his unit's allowance money.
13 มีนาปี 63 ผมก็โทรไปอีกครับ แล้วก็ 17 มีนาปี 63 ผมก็โทรไปอีก วันที่ 19 ผมก็ยังโทรไปอีกนะครับ
He said he called the hotlines on 4 different occasions and even has screenshots of the time the calls were made between March 13th and April 14th.
จะมีคอนเซนเตอร์
เจ้าหน้าที่รับ
ครับ แล้วก็พิมพ์ตามที่เราพูด เขาบอกว่าจะส่งให้ผบทบนะ
However, instead of seeing changes, the report made its way back to his commanding officer, which resulted in the film Threat, which has since gone viral. Those weren't the only times he tried to report the alleged misconduct. Narongchai said he spent a year trying all channels. In April, he even made a report to the Parliament's Committee on Transparency. Big Dang, meanwhile, said Narongchai never complained to the hotline, and in an interview on June 2nd, he said corruption within the military has been largely solved. This is, however, a stark contrast to what he said just months earlier after the mass shooting in Akondachasima, where a soldier of the Royal Thai Army killed 29 people and wounded 58 others before eventually shooting and killing himself.
จะเปิดช่องทางการร้องเรียนโดยตรงนะครับให้กับผู้ใต้บังคับบัญชาที่ถูกเอาเปรียบนะครับ
The military has also accused Narongchai of deserting his post to file the complaint against the alleged misconduct. However, the sergeant says he is prepared to face military court and is willing to give up his ranks in exchange for justice. Since I left my post, I have no salary, no job, no place to live, and now I'm being prosecuted. But those who are corrupt are still wearing their uniforms and receiving their pay from taxpayers' money, he wrote. On Wednesday, he wrote on Facebook that he went to give his statement at the Department of Army Inspector General and continues to struggle financially. He has, however, received donations and much support from the public. So what do you think about the Thai military? Do you believe it needs to be reformed? And what would you like to see happen to the whistleblower now? Let us know in the comment section below. From Bangkok, I'm Teirra Kamolvattanavith reporting for Disrupt. Thank you for joining in.